Well. What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You already know what the fuck it is, man. You already know what it is. And ow, ow. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. I'm here. I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, at your disposal. Wayne Hennessy, salute. My motherfucking guy, day one in the building. Hey, man, the support is real. Timmy Nealon, salute. Oh, man, yeah, I hit y'all in the head with a quick one. A quick one. I just popped up, pulled up. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Man, look at your guy. Look at your fucking guy, man. Pick him up, scrape him off the floor. Mauricio Lara, knock that nigga the fuck out. Oh my God, from the first round, you could look at this dude and tell as soon as he got hit with the punch power, not saying Mauricio Lara is the fastest guy, not saying Mauricio Lara is, the most seasoned guy with his technique or anything like that, but the punch power was evident. I would say his hand speed was kind of Joe Joyce-ish, but once again, this is when matchmaking goes completely wrong. Completely wrong. You probably thought that you was going to go in there and get over on the boy, and he got over on you. You all the way fucked. You all the way fucked. Pick yourself up. I'm sure the king of rematch clauses got one in there, or he probably didn't put one on Laura's behalf. I can't say that Eddie Hearn is a smart individual. He would do something like that, but goddamn. This is the shit boxing is made of, ladies and gentlemen. This is what boxing is made of. This is what boxing is about. So once again, this furthers my theory that we got to stop looking at individuals like they already there. And honestly, yeah, I laughed. I'm glad he's okay. He's in good health. He will be okay. But oh man, I laughed. I laughed my ass off. And I'm gonna tell you why I laughed. Because so many times when that nigga fights, man, look, dog, I compare Josh Warrington to like the UK version of a Sean Porter. Like Smothers his work a lot, pretty fast, rapid activity. Guy's got a great wind tank and all of that stuff. But I'm just saying, we already know Josh Warrington been in some shaky situations with some pretty shaky decisions. That is no cap. That is no cap. You walked in there with a dog and you got dogged out. And now this is the definition of stretched out. This is a two hands up boxing interlude. We're going to say the real shit for Reaper Gang Radio tomorrow. And I pretty much solidify my time schedule. I'm going to do Reaper Gang Radio every Monday, like a weekly wrap up at 8:30 Eastern time. That's what we're going to do it. I got to keep the UK fans in mind too, because I know my niggas want to catch me. And of course, my American homies want to catch me too. So for some so for the US, I'm going to do some shit. Of course, I'm going to run the night shit too. But yeah, I got to switch it to the day shift so everybody can get a dose, man. Everybody can get a dose, man. But hey, man, that boy had him scared, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. He got his ass whooped. First round to the knockdown. I'm dizzy. Hey, y'all want to know what I thought about when he got back up off the floor? Y'all remember that fucking amazing ass, y'all remember that amazing little boy that got his tooth pulled or something like that? Handsome little fella. Sitting in the doctor's bed, and he's like, I'm dizzy. I don't know why, but I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. 8:30 in the morning. All appreciate you, Queen. How you feeling, sweetheart? You get all the love, all the air hugs, all the air kisses for the Queen. Yeah, we're gonna do this thing at 8:30 in the morning, man. We live, man. We all the way live, and we got to keep it that way, man. It's a certain level of energy that we got to present, and we got to bring to the game, and there are certain talking points that we got to stick on, man. And honestly, I don't care what nobody say. All that shit showed me is all of the reasons why that nigga postured when it came to Shakur Stevenson. And people can sit up there and they can try to honestly say what they want about Shakur Stevenson ducking this individual. How the fucking Shakur Stevenson duck him? From what I'm understood, that nigga never even knew that they sent the contract. He never knew. But according to Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, he sent a very lucrative contract over. Lucrative to who? Andre Ward didn't feel that way. Apparently, Shakur Stevens didn't know about it. I know that nigga postured for Zucan forever. I'm just saying, man, every time that kid wanted that dude put belts in front of that shit and everything else. Like now, man, look, man. Josh Warrington been suspect, and he got found out last night. Cry you a river, get over it. Get over it. The nigga got stretched. Now I'm gonna move on, right? I'm gonna move on because there's another thing that I want to talk about. Tyson Fury, shut the fuck up. Ah! Tell him shut up. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there. This is more like a singles day for me. I've been a bachelor, very eligible. Pockets is intact. If you like a real conservative black brother, handsome to keep his shit together, ow, holla at me. Like I'm just playing. JD, salute to the guys, man. Tyson Fury just needs to shut up. This nigga postures more than a freaking center on the pivot. More than the center on the pivot. He got some Shaquille O'Neal type posturing going on. Pump fake, posture pivot, pump fake, posture pivot. Now you constantly want to be in an uproar in the media, and when you're speaking on Anthony Joshua, when you're talking about you're putting out polls, you're putting out voters' polls. Now here's my problem, guys. When they put out this voting poll, speaking on Tyson Fury, when Tyson Fury was speaking on Anthony Joshua, excuse me. When he was speaking on Anthony Joshua, this is what this individual was saying. He puts out a vote to the people talking about, do you think Anthony Joshua would take this fight? Well, let me jog your memory here. Anthony Joshua, two-time unified champion. Anthony Joshua, amateur pedigree with only 40 plus fights. Gold medalist. Anthony Joshua, the same cat that, catch me if I'm wrong, fought Vladimir Klitschko in what? His 17th or 17th, 18th or 19th fight? Anthony Joshua, that stretched out Kubrat Pulev. Anthony Joshua, that beat the fast hand Andy Ruiz twice. Anthony Joshua, that outboxed Joseph Parker. Anthony Joshua, the robot, who fought beautifully fleet of foot. Anthony Joshua, the same guy who's matched from the pool counter that put it on Kubrat Pulev. Another nigga with a very huge mouth and a lackluster resume. Let's not get this twisted here. Tyson Fury, you a gump. When I saw you running in the water, my nigga, it was all muffin tops. Easy bake oven type shit. Hey, man, you made a couple fat niggas hungry. Is he working out, though? Is he getting ready, though? Does he really want the smoke, though? Oh, shit, Timmy. Say it ain't so, brother. Shout out to my guy, Timmy Nillen, one of, you know what I'm saying, my day one supporters, man. Always show the channel love. He supports with his time, even supports with his pockets, man. Real guy right here, man. Fury going to look for a tune-up before AJ. I think Fury trying to look for a fucking exit strategy. That's what it is. Because you're dealing with the Rock of Gibraltar. Yeah, I went there. You dealing with an immovable object. A guy that's like a stone when it comes to your antics. A guy that's already seen the top of the tops. He's seen the highest of the highs. He's seen the lowest of the lows. Then he's seen the highest of the highs again. After that, my nigga, it's hard to come down. Shout out to all my people that know that what it's like to be all the way up. Shout out Fat Joe and Remy Ma. New York state of mind type shit. You can't play these games with him. And you're not going to try to use the fans, and you're not going to try to use bullshit votes on Twitter to try to sway people's opinion and think that Anthony Joshua plays the part of a duck. When Anthony Joshua has one of the most superior resumes in the heavyweight division that we've seen in quite some time. And we can't sit up there and, try to criticize the opponents because we got to look at the landscape of what the heavyweight division is, how he, cemented himself in that division, and the type of work that he puts in. This is the only dude in the heavyweight division that ain't been a duck. How is it that Tyson Fury has got so much more time being here on the stage in these seasons? He's never defended a title and he's never fought a mandatory. And as soon as he heard that he might have to see Dillian White, he was ready to turn into Riddick Bowe Fury. Am I lying? Tell me something I'm saying wrong here. Brown Gone One, salute. If anybody ain't subscribed, go subscribe. Subscribe, my friends. J Blues, my guy, salute. It is no secret here. It is no secret here that this guy is the king of cat, man. But since you want to play the king of cat, this is a new era. Pun intended. I did that shit. You the heavyweight comedian, bro. You the heavyweight comedian and your sides is looking real sloppy, bro. You got pancakes for waist. You got Luis Ortiz face on your waist. Because you got pancakes for face. I mean for waist. If anybody's seen the picture that I put on Fight Hub when he had the fucking when he had the weight helmet on and shit like that, and you know he clearly couldn't hide the fucking wrinkles in his age. This nigga face looked like a melted. It looked like a fucking melted thing of pancakes. The only thing that it was missing was the Aunt Jemima. So when I'm looking at all of these antics and things of this nature, man, I'm just like, yo, here's the biggest problem, y'all. Out of everybody that was involved in that fucking vote, considering that Tyson Fury is a pretty popular guy, and only the delusional tend to follow this guy, 50%, half voted that Anthony Joshua was a duck. Now here's my problem. We live in an era when motherfuckers want to talk boxing, they don't want to box though. Tyson Fury want to talk boxing, he don't want to box though. He don't want to box him. Somebody tell me if I'm lying. This the same dude that knocked you on your ass, had you reeling, grabbing ropes, looking dizzy. Am I lying about something here? Did anybody in this chat hear that story? How Anthony Joshua was going in that joint. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Ring, 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 ring. Put stars around your forehead. I'm tired of all this posturing and shit like that, bro. Here's my thing, y'all. I want to see a fight be made. I don't want to hear Tyson Fury talk. I don't care about the beach whale fucking running and fucking belly flopping in the fucking water and then coming out and talking about a guy who is making sure he is keeping his head down, making sure he's putting in his work, making sure he is in the best of motherfucking shape, making sure he's staying away from the motherfucking antics because all he wants to do is tear the fur off of you because, oh yeah, y'all, we that close. We that close. We that close to being seen. Somebody get crowned and somebody get exposed. Who is that going to be? The only person that will be exposed in this situation is Tyson Fury. Because look, I've exposed his record, I've exposed his resume, I've exposed plenty of things that have to do with Tyson Fury, but I swear to God, the world seems to ignore it. What the fuck is going on here? We comparing a dog to dog shit. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Hey man, have you seen new AJ's new sparring partners? They huge, man. Nah, JD, I haven't, bro. But if you could send me that to my fucking Twitter, because like, dog, I get so caught up with so much different boxing shit going on, man. I get sidetracked. So, you know, some stories or some things happen to miss me. But if you could throw that to me on Twitter, man, I would love to check that out. Anthony Joshua cut from a whole different cloth, man. We got to understand, bro, that we've been dealing too long with individuals and they fucking annex. Too many motherfuckers that want to talk. Too many motherfuckers that want to posture. Get on their Shaquille O'Neal, pivot, pump fake, but they ain't slam dunking shit. Where there is smoke, believe me, there is fire. And where there is smoke, you believe me, there is Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua and Terrence Crawford kind of remind me of each other. Man, fuck all of that talking, bro. You know what we want. When it gets to a point when you've chased it down, like, okay, let's have a little bit of a nostalgia here. Let's take a trip. Let's take a trip back in time. Let's go back in time. What, 2019? What was Anthony Joshua doing all of 2019? From December of 2018, going into 2019, all the way into fucking 2020. That nigga was campaigning. He was campaigning for that fight nonstop, whether it was Deontay Wilder, whether it was Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury said he wanted a flat rate. It was offered. He never wanted no parts of the smoke. Who did he fight? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Who did Tyson Fury fight? Who did Anthony Joshua fight? And who is getting ridiculed here? And tell me if that shit really add up. That clicking in the back is me sparking the blunt. I lost my light. I got to use the grill joint, man. My bad. Boxing God, my brother, salute. Jeff, salute. Family, salute. I said, Fury gonna put hands on AJ. Hey, man, I believe it when I see it. The only thing Fury gonna put his hands on is a motherfucking double Mickey burger, man. Hold the cheese, man. Extra mayo. Double Mickey burgers. It's the only thing he putting his hands on. Have you seen this nigga's waist? Jeff, have you seen his waist? Double stack flapjacks. Vincent Coleman, salute, brother. New sub popping in the building, man. I appreciate you. See, y'all motherfuckers don't know. I see everything. I don't forget nobody. Nobody. Boxing Jedi, salute. He says, man, Fury need to stop talking and get to the hurt. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's becoming the hurt business, and it's becoming more pom-pom than anything, man. This dude is 1,000% a cheerleader, and he thinks his motherfucking antics is motherfucking He thinks his antics is doing something. It's not. The only person that's going, because look, look, I don't know if people are really thinking about this. And I don't know if people are really thinking about this shit the way it truly fucking is, bro. Yeah, straight like that. Spare tire. Fat ass nigga with the spare tire hanging out the trunk. Too fucking big to fit in the Porsche because the trunk is in the front. And oh yeah, can't forget the double side order of flapjacks. Flapjack stacks. Hold the Aunt Jemima. Now back to what I was saying. Nobody is really putting this into perspective here that this dude has done nothing but fucking run his mouth. And if this fight is made and this dude gets knocked out in a couple of rounds, oh my God. Oh my God. With the modern advances of technology and social media today, we're going to see this dude get fucking murdered. Verbally by a bunch of people that's just going to play back all of the shit that he fucking said, all of the things that he did, and all of the cap that he was involved in, because once again, it is a new era, pun intended. We're going to watch this dude have to relive all of the stupid shit he said, and if y'all thought he was suicidal, if y'all thought he was fat before, get ready for the triple pack of fucking Nathan's hot dog footlongs on the back of this nigga neck, because the depression is coming, and it's going to set in. God damn it, Walking Dead. Oh, I'm on fire today. Y'all thought two hands wasn't going to come with it. Oh, I'm bringing that shit. I'm bringing that shit. And y'all already know, if he falls, and believe me, he's 270 plus pounds, he's going to fall fucking hard. He's going to fall hard. Who do y'all think is going to chop that shit up in a COVID-19 marathon other than the COVID-19 marathon dawn? We're living in the age of spin. Lies, deceit, and fraudulent receipts. Everybody have a moment of silence and just pray for Tyson Fury. Pray for the mental headspace that Tyson Fury is in. Pray that Tyson Fury can cut on the motherfucking switch before the fucking lights get cut out. He ain't 300, is he, Ollie? He ain't 300, is he? He might be a little bit more than that. With them cholesterol stacks sitting on the side. This nigga got This nigga got hoodie pockets on the side of his waist. This nigga got hoodie pockets on the side of his waist with Twinkie stuffed in them. And nigga's nothing but cream in the middle. We got to understand here, this the same dude that was knocked on his ass in the second round by a cruiserweight. Big for nothing. The same dude that got knocked on his ass by a journeyman. Big for nothing. This the same dude that got fucking clipped by Wilder's bullshit right here. Big for nothing. And if anybody thinks that Deontay Wilder hits harder than motherfucking Anthony Joshua, you got another thing coming. Imagine what Joshua going to do. And oh, no, don't think this is a Joshua campaign. I'm just spitting it how I live it, because consistently since day one, I told y'all fucking Tyson Fury can't beat this motherfucker. I told y'all he can't beat this motherfucker. And if I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. Y'all already know what I'm going to do. Y'all know what I'm going to do. But Tyson Fury can't beat him. He's pissing his motherfucking bed every fucking night. Anthony Joshua is not talking about this individual, not even in the slightest. All work is easy work. All work is easy work. This individual is stand down, he training. Tyson Fury think he promoting something that don't even need a motherfucking push in his big ass fucking mouth, nor do his fucking Twinkie fucking side pockets. He think that this shit is gonna push and propel a fight that's already gonna be bigger than Floyd Mayweather and fucking Manny Pacquiao. What fucking more can you say? What more can you say? Enough is enough. I'm tired of this dude talking. If contractually speaking, we haven't heard them say that this shit is put together, don't y'all think that motherfucker Anthony Joshua was living rent-free in this individual's head? Don't you think this guy is living rent-free in his head? Says, you don't spit out your mouthpiece. You don't spit out your mouthpiece, walk back to the corner, out your hands on the ropes, and not say shit if you want to continue. He fucking quit. If you call that quitting, you sadly mistaken, man. Because motherfuckers, no. What motherfucker Daniel Dubois did, that's quitting. A motherfucker who gets up multiple times after being knocked down, after being clipped in the back of the head and fucking dies on his feet. And if you know anything, Jeff, you might want to go ahead and parallel park that statement because I'm about to school you in a little bit. Do you remember when fucking Diego Corrales fought Luis Castillo? Do you remember that? If you don't remember, hey, chat, go ahead and fill him in because I'm going to fill him in if you don't know. Go ahead and fill him in about Luis Castillo and Diego Chico Corrales if you don't know. Because I'm going to tell him. Because I think you might want to parallel park that statement. When you spit your mouthpiece out your mouth, that's a strategy. You're trying to buy yourself time to get your equilibrium together. Diego Corrales spit his mouthpiece out multiple times. And what did Joe Goosen tell him? You better fucking get it done, son. And what did he do? He knocked the individual out in the late rounds and became one of the greatest fights we ever fucking seen. Many individuals spit their mouthpiece out. And it's not spitting your mouthpiece out because you're trying to quit. You spit your mouthpiece out because you try to buy yourself extra time. You will take the fucking point because at this point in time, you know you are not going to win the fight by decision. You're going to try to win the fight by knockout. I can't call an individual that constantly keeps getting up, an individual that constantly try to fight back, extends the fight multiple fucking rounds, a quitter. But if that's how you want to carry it, because you a Tyson Fury fan, I get it. Hey man, carry it like that. But if you're going to talk about the mouthpiece, talk about it all. But guess what? I just schooled you in on Mouthpiece 101. Hey, man, I just call it how I see it. Jeff, my friend, you might see it differently. And that's okay, man. That's okay, man. Because you one of them type of niggas, you going to have to see this fucking bum get knocked on his ass to believe it. Because you one of these niggas that believe Tyson Fury can box. You one of these individuals that believe Tyson Fury fake ass fucking posturing that he calls fainting is motherfucking going to be one of the things that propel him to stardom that's going to make him win this match. You're sadly mistaken because if I don't recall, Tyson Fury has never won any fucking match outside of fucking fighting Christian Hammer or Derek Chisora by boxing. He leans his weight on every fucking thing. On every fucking thing. But if you want to call Tom Schwartz a great victory, hey. But I do remember this motherfucker got exposed and had like a fucking 10-inch pussy cut on his fucking face by Otto Wallen. Got fucking struck, knocked dizzy quite a few times. So what you think Anthony Joshua going to do to this fool? If he has problems with cruiserweights, he has problems with journeymen. He has problem with a guy who never even fought really on a championship level. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Joey Gamache. Great trainer. Great trainer. You know what I'm saying? Helps out Teofimo Lopez a lot. Helped Teofimo Lopez get that win with fucking Lomachenko. Tyson Fury has been exposed on so many levels. This is the only dude that has fought nothing but fucking wedding cans dragging on the back of a motherfucking car and people celebrate that shit. Tomato can type of behavior. I don't celebrate tomato cans. I don't celebrate hoes. I analyze them. Because it's funny to me that you'll talk about this individual being knocked down, but you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers don't talk about motherfucking all the holes Fury got because he's got plenty of them. But everybody says he's a masterful boxer with all of this fucking great defense, but I don't see it when you get knocked on your ass. I don't see it when you're constantly getting touched up by journeymen. I don't see it when you're constantly getting touched up by individuals who are fucking green in the fucking science who shouldn't even be in the fucking ring with you. While you're selling out 3,500 fucking seats. Yuck. Yuck. Just threw up in my mouth. So all I'm saying at the end of the day, hey man, you might be a believer, man, and I'm a non-believer, bro. But the bull didn't quit. Fury will be back on his toes for AJ. If he fights AJ moving forward, he will be KO'd. James Jameson, here's the thing. I've already told people how this fight, how I believe this fight is truly going to run. And what Tyson Fury needs to be successful in this fight. Tyson Fury cannot be 270 plus pounds in this fight. He's not dealing with a fucking individual that's fucking green. He ain't dealing with a motherfucking individual that motherfucking don't know his fucking tendencies. He's not dealing with that. You're not dealing with an individual that don't just have a right hand. You're dealing with an individual that's proficient in motherfucking mastering the basics, an individual that's proficient with free flowing with his fucking hands on his back feet now, individual that showed you multiple things that he can do. But when I hear about Tyson Fury, all I hear is people talk about this nigga boxing, but all I see is this nigga leaning his fucking fat ass on and trying to go to fucking sleep, kissing niggas in the mouth and picking niggas up in press conferences. So if you're talking about a heavyweight fighter and motherfuckers want to talk about this guy being the best, let's talk about the fact that the last couple of guys he fought, he picked them up, he held him like a fucking baby. The other one, he kissed that motherfucker in the mouth. And the other guy outside of that, he kissed that nigga in the fucking mouth too. So can y'all truly tell me how many of these individuals are really going out here to win a fucking match, or you're going out there to lay the fuck down and get fucked by Tyson Fury? Willingly in a missionary position. Kind of stretched like Josh Warrington over there. The definition of stretch out. All I'm saying is, let's not be disingenuous here, and let's acknowledge the holes. I've acknowledged the chinks in Joshua's armor. I think Joshua needs to work better. If Joshua's in the gym right now, I think Joshua needs to work better on his clinch game. I think he clinches a little too high. He gets his elbow positioned in the fucking chest. And when he does that, you know what I'm saying? He could be susceptible to an uppercut. I feel like he needs to work better on his clinch game, and he needs to work better on when he pulls out. He needs to stop being so high and so stiff when he pulls his fucking head back. Those are Anthony Joshua's problems. But when I see Tyson Fury's problems, goddamn, I see Tyson Fury's problems. You already know what it is. Shout out to my nigga Ronald Finkley, man. We got an individual here that I believe was a huge Deontay Wilder fan, and then the truth set this man free. Shout out to the guys that's non-boxers, man, that really believe in the sweet science, man, and trying to restore motherfucking order to the fucking sport, man, and trying to see fucking great things happen with it, man, and just trying to see the greats mix it up, man, because that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. It ain't about fucking running your mouth. It ain't about fucking talking, you know what I'm saying? Because look, dude, you in a situation where you don't have to fucking sell a fight. The fucking fight is already sold. You just out here prostituting for a better solution. But it ain't going to happen like that. The best thing you could do is just shut the fuck up and show the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and show the fuck up. Because once again, you got more holes in your game than an NBA jersey, my nigga. The pie hole is out of control. Clearly, because you look at the side, the fucking flapjacks on this nigga waist, so clearly the pie hole is completely out of control. The fuck am I talking about? A little weird that I laugh at my own jokes, but when I fucking say some shit out of my mouth, I don't even know what's going to come out that shit, y'all. So I even got to question some of the shit I say sometimes. But the one thing that I'm always going to question is the heart, the soul. I'm going to question the chin. I'm going to question the motherfucking abilities of fucking Tyson Fury, because I truly believe that this motherfucker's got the chin of a baby deer. Bambi. Bambi. Bambi? Where's Thumper? Tyson Fury is a supreme boxer, mentally invincible and the greatest. So when AJ beats his ass, he's taking all them accolades. You will never hear me talk down Fury. The way Fury fans talk down AJ. Shout out to Rachel, man. I like that comment right there. I really do. You know, my thing is this, man. With every action, there has to be a reaction. And we always have to balance out the scales when we're talking about fighters here. Because I feel like there's a little bit of unfair, unjust treatment to an individual who is the most proven heavyweight in boxing right now. And then this dude fucking slides from fucking depression, gets up off the fucking couch, puts the Twinkie downs for a fucking few weeks, you know what I'm saying, to get in shape to fight two tomato cans, slump Deontay Wilder. And now this motherfucker is the best thing since sliced bread and the Pontiac GTO. I truly have a problem with that. Because never once in all of the things that Anthony Joshua's done, from getting off the fucking ground to coming back and, you know what I'm saying, getting his rematch back, something that Tyson Fury never did. Tyson Fury never tried to go back and Tyson Fury never gave Ladd no rematch. I look at it like this, man. I just feel like there's a level of unfucking just, unfair fucking treatment when it comes to the thing this individual did. Everybody said he was going to get knocked out by Kubrat Pulev. He goes out there, takes that motherfucker to school, got this man turning around trying to fully retreat, thinking he don't know if the best exit should be the ropes or the floor. And people still criticize him. No matter what this dude does, he criticizes him. So I feel like when the scales is unbalanced, it is on me and it is on other individuals where other individuals could do what the fuck they want. But I'm telling motherfuckers what I'm doing. I'm going to balance out the scales a little bit. And regardless of whether I like certain individuals, motherfuckers don't keep it real when it comes to this fat fighter, man. Motherfuckers don't keep it real when it comes to this fat, bad body fighter, man. That everybody say can fucking box and is this swift ballerina. No, he's just a ballerina. It looks real cute. Courtsy. Man. The shit talking is enough. I guess where I'm at right now is because we experienced so much bullshit, so much cap for the past couple of years with all of these motherfuckers talking. And then when I really look at what individuals are doing, I'm constantly hearing nothing but motherfuckers talking. Shout out to Ronald Finkley with the super sticker. Appreciate you, brother, as always. I'm just sick of it, bro. Because everybody talks shit about the proven fighters. But the fighters that really got a question mark, and you really like, huh? You really don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers is doing? People are giving all the praise in the world. I call these dudes social media fighters. They do all of their sparring on the keyboard. Fast as shit with the hands. I mean, with more like with the fingers. When are we going to draw the line between genuine competition and people who are disingenuously moving in the sport and aren't really trying to compete? Andy Ruiz is the perfect example of a modern day boxer gone missing. Yeah, because I heard he's trying to do all this losing weight, transformation, training with Eddie Reynoso and all of this shit. Look, this is the thing, man. Everybody that wants to go with Eddie fucking Reynoso, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make you better. I personally would have preferred if Andy Ruiz would have went with Abel Sanchez. Because it makes more sense due to his style. Eddie Reynoso, the same thing that he's doing wrong with fucking Oscar Valdez. He tries to put individuals on the back foot, try to make them counter responsible, but that's not their game. Just like K. Koroma with Jared Hurd. You're trying to make him this defensively responsible fighter, but he's just an elite level pressure fighter with a fucking chin. So just because, you know, once again, Andy Ruiz, he's on the fucking back of a fucking he ain't on the back of a milk carton. He on the back of a fucking he on the back of a pack of fucking ground beef, man. Have you seen this cow? Where's the beef? I think both sets of fans go unchecked on both fighters. In a sense, yeah. I think people do get a little bit, you know, I think people get a little bit punch drunk with Anthony Joshua. That is true. But to be perfectly clear here, Mark, Anthony Joshua is 20 times more proven than motherfucking Tyson Fury in my eyes, if I just look at the level of opposition. So for me personally, I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, the criticism should weigh more heavily on Tyson Fury. I think the scales tip a little bit more in Tyson Fury's favor. Like we said, man, as soon as Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, every motherfucker who wasn't a Tyson Fury fan became a Tyson Fury fan, and that's my biggest problem. Everybody who wasn't a Teofimo Lopez fan became a Teofimo Lopez fan all of a sudden, and that is my problem. Niggas drag niggas through the mud, and now all of a sudden they the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then they forget certain motherfuckers be ducking motherfuckers. Teofimo Lopez, he ain't exempt. He the same nigga I'm questioning right now too with his actions with Devin Haney. So yeah, we always gonna have, you know what I'm saying, a level of that. Mark, I remember you specifically, sending me something and expressing how fucking tired you were certain individuals and their actions in boxing and how things don't amount to anything, and I completely agree with you. But see, this is the thing with me. I make sure that I don't get involved in all of that sucker shit no more. I just make sure that I try to distance myself from it, and I'm not going to get caught up in all of the conversations running the other channels, you know what I'm saying, talking to befuddled individuals who are fucking so disconnected from fucking real life that they see pink elephants in their sleep. Or better yet, when they awake. All I'm saying is, man, honestly, the fans play their part in it on both sides, but more importantly, the delusional fans play an even bigger part in it, and the fucking delusional boxing channels play an even bigger part in it. Once again, the nigga talk too much. He talks entirely too much, and shit don't amount from it. That's just how I feel. I feel like when I look back at this individual, I feel like he ain't shown me nothing besides pancakes on the waist. Shout out to Aunt Jemima. That's just how I feel, Brody. We can't talk about it then. We can talk about it then. I'm neutral on the whole thing. Well, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. We can talk about it. I don't know what you mean, because honestly, I don't know what you want to talk about. They should put Andy Ruiz on waist. Y'all motherfuckers be going in, man. Their footwork amateur program they got don't mean shit. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Stick of Mr. T. Shout out Mr. T, man. My motherfucking dog. AJ smashed the big dog and claims the UK. And the problem is he should already have it. He should already have it. Because once again, that dude got more question marks than that dude. But he don't suffer from the same type of scrutiny. It is what it is, man. Niggas turn overnight Tyson Fury fans, and now they punch drunk off of this nigga, because half of the people that used to come to me when I used to drop videos on Tyson Fury saying that Tyson Fury was going to knock this individual out, and anybody can go back to those videos, because truthfully, I was the only one saying that he was going to pressure him on the front foot and knock his ass the fuck out. Nobody believed it was going to happen. You know how much shit I dealt with behind saying that and making videos standing on that? Regardless of whatever, just go back through the comments and look at all of the shit that people are saying. People ain't fucking huge Tyson Fury fans. They never were. Now we calling him great. Fuck my life, man. The great talker, man. The circus freak. The jester. The guy that tap dances, jumps on pogo sticks with his fucking flapjacks moving like wings and shit in front of the queen. Am I going too far? Y'all can tell me if I'm going too far. I slow it down. Slow it down. I just dissed you. Y'all Y'all can tell me if I'm going too far. Hey, man, this Reaper Gang Radio, man. This is a bias gang interlude. We don't give a fuck about fellas. We do this shit, man. We do this shit, man. Absolutely. I take nothing away from Tyson Fury, but the thing is, I just happen to, you know what I'm saying, take a pen, go boop, pop the bubble, and just come back down to earth. See, this is my thing. When we talk about stuff like this all the time, we got to meet people where they are. Simple as that. We got to meet people where they are. We can't overhype it. We can't give them more than what they did. We gotta respect the science. We gotta respect what's truly going on. That's where I'm at. I meet people where they are. And if people feel differently, motherfuckers, that nigga two heads, man. That nigga don't fuck with AJ, man. That nigga don't fuck with Tyson Fury. That nigga don't fuck with Tyson Fury, man. He always going to shit on Fury. No! No! That is not correct. Because I never shitted on Tyson Fury until he gave me a reason to have the bubble guts and defecate and spit sharts all over the boxing game wall. Somebody get the janitor to clean it up. Y'all can tell me when I'm going too far. Ripper Gang Radio, we got the streets. Hashtag and everything else. I like Tyson Fury. I do. But the annex I don't like. And what really made me pivot to just motherfucking chilling and not motherfucking being so aggressive with my thoughts on how Tyson Fury moves is the moment motherfucking he knew that he had to be Dillian White's mandatory. What did he do? Shout out to Riddick Bowe Fury. Shout out to Riddick Fury. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I don't got flapjacks on my waist. Just saying. What did he do? That's what made me pivot. That's what made me pivot because the actions is disingenuous, man. I'm like, look, bro, I know you got to go hard to sell a fight when it comes to Deontay Wilder. That motherfucker right there, that, whew, man, I'm thinking of something freaking so outlandish to say, metaphorically pertaining to how this guy can't sell. It don't make no sense. The nigga could have a free crack giveaway at his boxing fucking events and crackheads wouldn't even be willing to show up. Because they know that shit ain't no straight drop. They want the butter, baby. They don't want the drywall work. They want that butter, baby. So I know you got to talk your shit when it comes to Deontay Wilder. That nigga couldn't move a needle if he manually pushed it himself. If you looked at fans, if you look at fan turnouts like cars, this nigga fucking Deontay Wilder pulling up Pintos. It's gross. It's gross the time and energy people have put in this individual and he couldn't sell. So I completely understand Tyson Fury having to talk and do his thing with guys like that fucking time. And here's the thing. Maybe the motherfucker shouldn't talk because as much as he motherfucking talk, he couldn't convince nobody but 3,000 people to buy a fucking Otto Wallen fight. Or was that the Schwartz fight? And then the Otto Wallen fight was like 7,000 to 9,000. But regardless, put all that shit together, that still ain't even a good turnout. That don't even fill out the fucking, that don't even fill out the Staples Center. So when it comes to an individual where you don't have to fucking talk it because nobody believes you, and when we looking at you running around, my nigga, you look fat. Like, clearly, he's fat. He's fat. Like, no. Hold on, y'all. For real. Like, seriously. Like, hear me out, though. The nigga's fat. Like, nah, like, for real. Like, hold me down, though. Like, for real. Hey, bitch, write me down. Yo, seriously, though. The nigga's fat. I don't believe you. You need way more people. And he got them. Look, man, I ain't punch drunk. And I don't mean punch drunk boxing. I mean like I'm mentally, I ain't punch drunk. Just speaking metaphorically, I'm just saying. I don't believe you. We don't believe you. The hardcore boxing fans don't believe you. Jeff believes you. Shout out to my nigga Jeff L, man. Jeff believes you. But we don't believe you. We don't. This fight is as big as it's ever going to be. And you looking bigger than you've ever looked. Not bigger than you ever looked, but you looking big right now. Nigga, your titties is going to catch up to your waist. It always starts at the hips. They blow up and then the thighs go and then the titties start to show. Then you get a little bit of extra neck grow. And then the pack of hot dogs on the back of the neck to get a little cold. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Just run with it. Just go with it. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Oh my God. What up with the bro? What up with the bro, man? Look, man. Just for that, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Say, man. Hey, man. I know Jay and him, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Man, hey, Mark, don't play dumb with me. Don't play dumb with me, Mark. Everybody knows since the beginning of the time I've been picked Anthony Joshua. I've stood on it since day one. I've never changed from that stance. So I'm not going to change it now. I picked him to knock him out in 6 rounds, at 6 rounds or less, and that's what it's going to be. And it's always going to be that way. So I don't know why anybody expects my energy to be any different. I've always spoke the same way about Tyson Fury. I've always spoke the same way about Anthony Joshua. I've acknowledged their strengths. I've acknowledged their weaknesses. But right now, I'm just acknowledging the fact that people just are a little fucking delusional out here. You have now entered the Twilight Zone. I got you. Motherfuckers know I've been. Man, look, man. How long have I picked Tyson? How long have I said Anthony Joshua's going to be Tyson Fury? How long have I said this shit? D. Has it ever fucking wavered? Since day one, it's always been that way, correct? Fucking hell, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
There's only one Tyson Fury.
Oh, shit. Hey. Reaper Gang Radio, this motherfucker is here.
What's with the vote?
What's good with it, man?
What's up, dog?
Nothing, man. I was just acknowledging your boy motherfucking pack of flapjacks on the side of his waist. All this, I just said all he needs is a little bit of Aunt Jemima.
Yeah. Fury gotta eat all that heat and all that criticism. And that motherfucker wild as hell. But this one thing I do believe. He gonna beat Anthony Joshua up, man. He gonna beat that dude up, man.
Hey, and I would have to see it, and I would absolutely have to see it, my brother, to believe it. Because you know what I'm saying? Once again, we all know the stance I take. We all know how I look at the fight. You know, we know how I define both of these two individuals. You know, and I just believe that, but I believe that both of them are great. I just believe that one guy just packs a little bit more and people are sleeping on that they believe the other guy already possesses. It just that's just what it boils down to me. I'm never gonna waver on my stance because this is just how I've looked. I look at these two boxes. And
you know what it is, bro? You know what it is? Like when you look at these two guys, right? And you look at the path they've taken through boxing, all of the crazy shit Fury did. It's to the point with these two guys. If Fury beats Joshua, he's proving that he's great. Yeah. Joshua's already proven he's great. He's just trying to be greater.
Yeah.
So Fury's got to prove that he is great. Like the claim is about him by beating Joshua. Joshua's pretty much already great by the things he's done, and he's trying to be greater. That's how I look at this fight with these two.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's the only way you can look at it. Like, honestly, like I said, man, like I said, for me, bruh, in 2021, and D, you and I have talked behind the scenes as fucking, we talk we always talk all the time. Yeah. Same thing with Boom. We talk behind, we've always talked all the time. We've done this before. So everybody knows, you know, exactly, you know, how I feel about these two individuals, but just the atmosphere in boxing, period. We all know how I feel about Cap. We all know how I feel about motherfuckers posturing verbally, saying a whole bunch of shit and everything like that. I'm just tired of it, bro. I'm just at the point to where, look, man, just get the shit done. I want to see the shit. I don't want to hear motherfuckers talk about it. Because if you want to do votes and shit talking about Anthony Joshua isn't going to show up, when we look at the resume and we look at the actions this individual is taking, it's not really added up. And when I see over fucking 49% of people that absolutely agree with shit like this, it's kind of fucking, it's baffling to me. All I'm saying is all the fucking antics, all the motherfucking the dog and pony show is completely over with me. I just want to see niggas throw hands so we can just have some fucking clarity. Because even when we already knew that motherfucking Tyson Fury saw a fucking bum-ass Deontay Wilder, we already knew that. People were still questioning the fucking first win all the way up to the second win. Like, it's just been nothing but bullshit that's surrounding that. And I'm just saying, even people try to fucking, like, put some bullshit on the praise that came with that shit. All I'm saying is, bruh, the talk with me is over when it come to all these motherfuckers. All these motherfuckers. You already know why I pull back the way I pull back. I need action, bro. Action.
You know what? I bet you 85% of that 46% you talking about is them damn Wilder lovers. Them AJ haters. I'm telling you, they ain't no Fury fans. These just some motherfuckers coming out the cut just to say anything and everything they can about about AJ. You know, the shit on AJ somehow. You know, all of these guys, like BFTB, had nothing good to say about Tyson Fury. Nothing good to say about Tyson Fury, right? All of a sudden, You see people on his channel all of a sudden talking positive about Tyson Fury. Why? Because he's made it explicitly plain that he hates Anthony Joshua. So they hate Joshua so much that, okay, forget about Tyson. We'll ride with him on this just because I hate Joshua so much. That's where a lot of that come from. Just these hating ass Wilder fans. They hoping and praying that Tyson Fury beats up Joshua because he beat up their guy. So they gotta go for Fury because he's gotta beat up Joshua because he beat up their guy, their king.
It's just baffling to me, bro, because in two situations to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put in the work. I did the videos. I did the homework. I know the energy that was surrounded. I know the energy from the people all across the fucking world that I've spoke to and how they spoke about Tyson Fury. And I'm going to tell you what, it wasn't fucking nice. I'd have to say, D, you were probably one of the only ones.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And you a big Tyson Fury supporter. One of the biggest. Tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, I swear to God, I'll pull some David Blaine shit and end up feet off the ground right now.
Hell no, you're not lying. I put a live up about it. I was like, where the fuck all these fake ass Fury fans coming from? I ain't see none of y'all support me when I was out there. All right, where y'all coming from? But I noticed there was a lot of these Wilder faces, fam. Because they look, I talk shit about everybody, even Fury and Teofimo. So I see all of them. I see all of them come through. And then all of a sudden, these same Wilder lovers, yeah, well, Fury all right for real. Oh, really? Well, he won a few months ago, motherfuckers. Now all of a sudden he okay. It's just the AJ hate, bro. They hate AJ that much more, fam. That's what it is.
Man, the just the action, bro. Just the talk points, just all of the talk points and shit are completely draining. And I just feel like, yo, like it comes to a point to where like you can oversaturate the market and the minds with all of your fucking antics, and it becomes to the point to where it's like, my nigga, I'm losing my hair behind this shit. Not really, but I'm just saying, like, it comes to a point to where it's like, bro, we've heard this before, you've done this before, but we haven't seen the action before. So all I'm saying is, man, look, man, let's put some action to words. Whatever's going on behind the motherfucking scenes, man, let that be that. But all I'm saying is, if this about to be the biggest fight of the motherfucking year, man, let that motherfucking shit happen. Hey, dog, I deal with the annex when that motherfucking, I hear that bitch a sign, man. I'm tired of the corny shit, man. What's up, Mark? How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good.
Shit, my phone done. I got plug up. Okay. Hold it down. I'll be right back.
Yeah, what's happening, fellas? Can y'all hear me okay?
I can hear you great, bro.
Awesome. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I hope the fight does happen, right? Very excited for it. I think there's been a lot said. I think Joshua is definitely more consistently proven. I think Fury got to one victory before he did, with the Klitschko one just before he did. So that you can have a look at that however you want. Then he has the Wilder victory. You can upplay or downgrade the Wilder victory, however you want. But Joshua's proven he's the more consistent fighter, right? But in terms of achievement, both guys are hella accomplished. I mean, Fury's held every single belt at heavyweight. Every single one. Not one he hasn't held. From British to European, the whole 9 yards, all the way through the Commonwealth, all the way up to all the heavyweight titles from the IBO to the lineal to the ring, twice. That's a hell of an accomplishment. Won both of his titles on the road. Joshua, he's a 2-time unified champion, and Fury's not a 2-time unified champion. You know? So, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think it's going to be very intriguing. I think both guys are capable of beating each other. And
exactly, bro.
That's where I kind of get disenfranchised with a lot of people. Because I hear people saying, yo, these fans ain't being honest. The Fury fans, right? Because it's like Joshua can't beat them, and then I'll ask them the same thing, and those same fans will turn around to me and say Fury can't beat Joshua, and I'm like, is that being honest? Do you think, is Tyson Fury just trash? Because if that's the case, if Joshua is just trash, why do you want to watch the fight?
Yeah.
If Fury is just trash, why do you want to watch the fight?
You want to see two trash fighters fight? Like,
exactly. Or like, you know, there's no way this dude can win. I'm like, what? That's the thing for me. Consistency is key here. Like for Joshua, in terms of his resume, way more consistent, has more wins against top 10 opposition. Fury technically has wins over higher rated opposition in consensus in terms of the 2 marquee wins, because when Joshua fought Klitschko wasn't ranked number 1 in the consensus rankings of TBRB and the ring. And when he beat Wilder was 2, Joshua was 3. So Fury right now does hold claim to the lineal. But Joshua, he's done more consistent work over the period and cleaned up the division. So it's really what you prefer. Do you prefer like the point of view of Fury being the only fighter in history to beat 2 champions who had 10 plus title defenses? Or do you prefer Joshua's consistency? Do you prefer Fury being one of only 3 men to be a 2-time Ring Magazine champion? Or do you prefer Joshua being one of only 4 men to be a 2-time
what is that on the back of, though?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like,
what is that on the back of, though? Because he beat fucking he beat fucking Klitschko, but he came back, fought a bunch of fucking bums, and he beat Deontay Wilder, who we already know is a bum. So I'm just saying, he got those fucking accolades, but at the same fucking time, we already know that shit sketchy as fuck.
Did you hear everything I said beforehand?
No, because I wasn't in the building.
Yeah, I said Joshua's by far got the higher level of consistency. By far.
Absolutely.
So then I said, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the high level of consistency, or do you prefer the marquee?
Clearly the consistency, because we exist in the era right now where the belts don't really mean shit.
Okay. I mean, I don't know just how bad Wilder is. I mean, a lot of people will say shit. I think he's...
You know how bad Wilder is, Mark. Come on now. You know how bad that nigga is, man. Don't say that.
I don't think he's as bad as some people make him out to be.
Dog, you know he that bad, man.
I don't think he's a good boxer.
Okay, well, okay, I can't take your point of view away from you. I can't say that you don't seriously think that Wilder is that bad, but at the same time, you saying he a bad boxer. This nigga don't have nothing but a right hand. He has proven to be a bad boxer. His record shows that. I'm just saying. So when we talking about, you know, the accolades and shit like that, and they come off the back of a fucking bum, I'm just saying that's when, you know, I'm preferring the consistency right now, because if we look around we just look at how boxing is set up right now and all of the bullshit that's going with it, it's just hard to fucking just stand on, he was only the one guy to do X, Y, and Z, when X, Y, and Z is shaky as fuck.
That's fair enough, but I mean, nobody was picking Jeff Horn to beat Manny Pacquiao on the back of what Jeff Horn did versus Manny Pacquiao.
I ain't what Jeff Horn got to do with what I'm talking about.
Oh, look, let me ask you this about Wilder, Two Hands. Can we say that he is not a good boxer, but he has a high level of danger? Like, he might not be the best boxer, but 60-70% of these guys not gonna get out the ring with him. So he brings that element of danger.
I hear what you're saying in a sense, but for me, I think that's, you know, I think that high element of danger is fucking bullshit to me too, because the first time, for me speaking, because based off of my opinion in the videos that I dropped, this is the shit that I said was going to happen to him. when somebody got a hold of Deontay Wilder in the fashion, which I said that's how you beat him. Consistently with every video I drop when it comes to critiquing this guy Seal, all I said is you got to pressure this nigga on the front foot, and this nigga's gonna be a deer in headlights. The first time that shit happened, it was true. Johan Duhaupas pressured this man on the back foot and beat this man up. So we gonna sit up here and act like Deontay Wilder ain't no fucking bum because he ranked what happened when Anthony Joshua beat Andy Ruiz the second time? Where the fuck did they rank him?
Number 3.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I got Wilder ranked 3. I don't think Dillian White or any of these guys, I really don't think they beat him, man. Because I see Wilder with his deficiencies and the things that, the issues he have, but I see a lot of these other guys with their own deficiencies. And
that's a very sound statement.
I don't think none of them beat him. So I would just I agree with you on his level of skill, but just the of what he is in the heavyweight division, like hell, man, I think he's still a problem. Regardless.
I'm not taking that away from you, and I believe that to be a sound statement based on this. His size, his dimensions, or whatever. And when you're referring to Dillian White, we already know Dillian White isn't fucking completely defensive responsible. We know we just seen what happened to Dillian White. I mean, I understand that you and I have had this conversation before, but at the same freaking time, because styles do make fucking fights or whatever. But at the same time, when I see an individual with the package that Johan Duhaupas has, do what he does. This is analysis. This is all it is. This is my analysis. When I seen that shit, I said, I got him. Yeah. I seen it. I know what it is. And then when it happened, no, like I said, nobody believed me. But it happened. And I'm just saying, when we look at the fucking road he traveled, and we look at where Fury at right here, man, fuck them belts, man.
Yo, I gotta get down with 2 hands on this. I'm gonna tell you why. Now I'm kind of empathetic with what you're saying. I get it. I get what you're saying. When Jamal Charlo beat Derevyanchenko, right? Before that fight, I pretty much said exactly how Jamal Charlo was going to beat Derevyanchenko, even though people said, no, Charlo not going to do this, nah, blah, blah, blah. When he beats him like that, you got a whole bunch of people talking about, oh, well, GGG. Or Derevyanchenko didn't do this. Derevyanchenko, so when shit go down in the fight exactly how you see, you called it. Like, bro, I'm not trying to hear shit neither, fam. Like, I called it exactly how that fight's going to go. That's what it was. So I just feel what 2 hands is saying. Like, he been calling that the whole time. Like, the first time this happened to Wilder, this is what's going to happen. And then it happened. So I wouldn't be trying to hear shit else either, to tell you the truth. That's what I've been thinking the whole time.
Yeah, man. But that's personally like my stance when it comes to this whole situation, because I'm just like, yo, man, I got to keep it gutted with what my beliefs are, what the reality was, and how the individuals move. And I'm just like, yo, when I sit in front of you gentlemen with y'all beautiful boxing minds, and we talk about this sport and shit like that, and we talking about the individuals and the roads they travel to get there and shit like that, my nigga, we all could travel the motherfucking roads and look like greats.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, man.
That's real talk right there. That's real talk. Sorry, fellas, I'm eating. I just fried some chicken.
But with all that being said, it's only one Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury better get there. I'm telling you, if he get his feet together and he start cutting that ring off and he starts shooting that jab to the body on Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury I haven't seen him take body shots very well.
He's just gonna switch stances on him and confuse him, boom. AJ gonna make all. Let me tell y'all something. Now, since we done heard all of this about my guy Tyson, and again, I'm not arguing. Tyson Fury crazy than a motherfucker, but at the same time, AJ came off of that loss with Ruiz and came into the second fight and performed beautifully. I loved it. I don't think that a lot of people respected what he did in that fight. He did. He came back
completely
and he
professional performance.
Right. Beautifully, right? Here's the thing. And this is just my logic on it. No one has to agree with it. This is my logic on it. He needed to go back to camp, readjust, and he needed an entire camp to make that adjustment. Fury gonna see what he doing is giving him problems. Switch stances on him, start fucking him up. I don't think Joshua's gonna make an in-fight adjustment. Because when I look at these two guys and who has the ability, now we can say what guy's done what guy what. When I look at these two fighters and I ask myself, who has the ability to make the in-fight adjustment within that fight, I give that edge to Fury. Okay. Simply switching a stance, we know this. Fighting the orthodox and fighting the southpaw is totally different. Simply switching a stance can give you more to think about right there. Who has the ability to make an in-fight adjustment better? Fury. I think he's going to beat him. I really think he's going to beat him. I'm not being like biased or nothing. I just think he's going to beat him.
Oh, no, you're not. That's your opinion. Just my opinions. I think he doesn't. And I've highlighted the way I feel as though Fury need to win. I just said it like 30 minutes ago. And I've highlighted the holes in Anthony Joshua and his deficiencies, and I've highlighted how he needs to win. My whole thing is this. When it comes to Tyson Fury, when everybody focuses on his boxing, his boxing pedigree and things of that nature, I consistently say I've never seen Tyson Fury fucking win a match outside of fucking Chisora or somebody like Hammer or something like that with his boxing ability, where he switched, where he pivoted beautifully, where he put his fucking combination together. And he was at a much different fucking weight when he did that. And those are the things that I said that Tyson Fury would have to do to beat Joshua, but I don't feel like that win would come from him on the inside. I feel like that would be a little too dangerous for Tyson. I feel like he should use his dimensions and box, but he would have to come down and wait a little bit if he wants to do that for fucking 12 rounds. That's how I feel like I would get the best Tyson Fury. Now I hear what you're saying too. So it's just like we all feel like these individuals have different paths to victory. We all feel like these different individuals, their aesthetics and what they bring to the table is what's going to propel them to victory here. But see, this is the situation. We got to see it, man. We got to see it. Like that's what it all boils down to. Both of these gentlemen get their respect from me. Don't get it twisted. There are character issues about Tyson Fury that I do not like. There are certain things that Tyson Fury didn't do in the boxing world that I don't like, but don't get it twisted. I respect this dude. I respect both of these individuals. And I've stated, when I put two niggas above Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, as far as the revenue they're going to bring in for this fight and how big this fight is, y'all already know how I feel about them. Y'all already know how I feel about what this could do for boxing. So for me, if anything, I'm the biggest fucking cheerleader for it and I'm rooting it on. But I feel like we got some weird cheerleaders in the fucking industry.
Fanboys, man. Just say the dumbest shit. Just straight fanboys. You can't say Fury ain't got a chance to beat Joshua. You cannot say Joshua don't have. Neither of these guys are invincible, and both of them have shown their vulnerabilities. Damn it! Like one dude has been beaten, vulnerable enough. You don't need any more vulnerabilities than a guy already losing. And Fury has been dropped by much lesser competition. Struggled by much lesser competition than Joshua. So both guys have shown vulnerability, which means both guys shown that the other guy can beat him. So to simply say that this guy can't beat him or he can't beat him, y'all stupid. All of y'all saying that on either side, y'all stupid. All of you.
Right. And that's why my counter defensive always go to when, just segueing off of what D. Jeff just hit y'all with, Speaking My Sports Talk, subscribe. If I'm just segueing off of what the fuck he's just saying here, basically what I'm saying is when I say he's been dropped by lesser competition, he's been exposed in the holes by less competition. And it took a guy that was on the highest level that people underestimated and fucking Andy Ruiz, who Andy Ruiz is a fucking fantastic boxer. And you see if his holes are in elite competition, man, of course I'm looking at it differently. And I understand that people who have faith in Tyson Fury are going to look at it differently. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's what makes this thing great, man. That's what makes boxing great. The element of the unknown. Because we've been in situations like you could just have like you could have with fucking Josh Warrington and fucking Mauricio Lara. You can have shit like that happen. That's what makes boxing great. You know what I mean? Because of the realms of the unknown, the holes, the deficiencies, seeing what people can deal and what they can't deal with. And that's why I'm the biggest that's why I love the sport so much. And once again, man, it just boils down to me, man, with this, man. And one of my fucking homies, one of my homies from home always say this shit, man. Playtime is done, man.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, over. Martin Ramos, I think Wilder knocks his fat little ass out. Sorry. That's just what I think about
it. What I would say pertaining to like the Fury switching stances is that right hand. If Fury can't get away from that right hand from Joshua, because that's the equalizer to the southpaw is the straight right hand or the overhand right, depending on the stance that the southpaw is taking. And I think the jab is going to be there at first when Tyson Fury is orthodox. But I also think once Tyson Fury switches, that right hand to the body is going to be there. So all in my opinion, I think he's just going to trade one evil for another. He's going to get rid of the jab. Okay, Joshua's going to go to the right hand. And I think once Fury gets used to the body shots, then he's going to start being more protective of his body. And then I think that's when AJ is going to go up top. And I think that's how AJ could beat Fury, is changing the levels in his punching selection, going to the body, going to the head, using the body to set up headshots, using headshots to set up body shots. And I think if he fights that strategic type fight, not just some barbaric, I'm big, buffer, bigger than you, I'm just gonna walk you down. That's not gonna work on Tyson Fury. He just gonna box circles around him, use his footwork. And Tyson Fury is a smart fighter as well. He's not finna stay on the inside with the Anthony Joshua. He's gonna constantly move. He's not gonna try to muscle Anthony Joshua like he did Otto Wylene. He's not going to do that. That's a bad fight for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's best fight is to keep it at his range, popping his jab, shooting his shit, throwing combinations. And I see Tyson Fury winning the fight if he fights that fight using his footwork, popping off combinations.
Can I talk about something real quick?
Hold on 1 second real quick. Man, for the first time ever, man, we got my man Timmy Nailing in the building. Timmy, salute.
What's up,
all right,
Timmy?
guys? How you keeping? All right?
Hey, man, everything is good, man. Glad to have you, man.
Excellent conversation, man. Love it. Keep chopping it up.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the difference between types of southpaws. So something like the straight right hand it's definitely the southpaw killer. We can all agree on that, right? And it's because of where southpaws want to move with their feet and where orthodox fighters want to move with their feet. That's what creates the space. The problem is, and I'm not taking it away, I think it's harder to fight a right-handed fighter who's gone southpaw if you're an orthodox fighter, because he's going to naturally move the way he normally moves in that direction anyway. So he creates more distance. And that's something that's why Terence Crawford, when he goes southpaw, he fucks people up, because he's going the orthodox direction. So he's got way more range than normal. And I think a lot of people leave that out when they talk about when somebody switches stances as opposed to a natural southpaw. I just wanted to say that.
And they call Wilder a one-trick pony. And I don't argue that. But he got that one trick mastered, and it's that right hand. And I think that right hand is his key to success. And if you adapt to staying away from that right hand, no disrespect to Anthony Joshua and his right hand, but I don't know. I just don't know, fam.
Wilder, look, this is the thing about Wilder's right hand. Wilder throws a right hand that you can fucking see coming a mile away. Truthfully. Because it's only coming one way. Yeah, it's something that's more. It's something that you could telegraph. Because if you look at it, that motherfucker throws that bitch wild as fuck. Like he doesn't throw it. He doesn't put it together the way it's supposed to be. That's why he always breaks that bitch. He do a lot of slapping and side hitting with that motherfucking right hand. Now the best right hand that I've seen Wilder throw is when he threw that straight down the pipe and he caught motherfucking Luis Ortiz, and I believe like the 7th round or something like that. I believe it was the second fight when he had him sitting on his ass with pancakes between his ass.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. Yep. That one. That was the best right hand I've seen, because he put that bitch together right, and you could tell that he timed it. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that if you are a fighter who constantly trains and works on technique, if you're looking at a guy like Deontay Wilder who is throwing it, he's not throwing it from a position where he fires it and you're not going to see it coming. That bitch comes up, it comes wide right, it comes sometimes straight on, and simply, all Tyson Fury had to do was keep that hand busy. That's how elementary that shit was. Keep that right hand busy, and he's done. And that's how he keep that right hand busy, put the pressure on him. It was just as simple as that. Now, I'm not going to put, you know what I'm saying? Now, I hear what you're saying, D, but I can't put that much stock in his fucking right hand, because I felt like not even until Luis Ortiz did he put it together beautifully. And then after that, he tried to put his jab together for the first couple of rounds with Tyson Fury, but he never gave him a chance.
Well, what I was going to say pertaining to Joshua's right hand comparing to Wilder's right hand is not necessarily, and I get what you're saying pertaining to dealing with the power in Wilder's right hand, but like I said, it's only coming from one way. It's not a right hand to the body. He's not throwing it to the body. He's not only throwing it to the head. Joshua is going to throw it from different angles. He's going to throw an overhand. He's going to throw it straight. He's going to throw a hook. It's going to come in many different angles than what he's used to seeing or what he saw with Wilder. That's why I'm saying like it could be a different fight with the right hand with Anthony Joshua versus somebody like Wilder who's only going to throw the right hand one way.
This is what I wanted to say too, right? And this is where like I have never wavered in my thought process and then just really picturing this shit in my mind when these two do battle. Because I recognize Fury's tendencies. Joshua's tendencies, I recognize them as well. Like I said, Joshua's clinch game is fucked up. Joshua, when he backs out of fucking the inside sometimes, he's a little too stiff and straight up. What could that mean? Night, Irene. Straight up. Night, Irene. But this is the thing, though. What is the one thing Joshua does best? Fight on the inside. What is the one punch that he throws best? The combination that he throws best? The uppercut, right or left hook. And it's fast. And it's quick. Like quick twitch. You really don't see it coming. That bitch hit Andy Ruiz so motherfucking fast. That nigga was on the floor. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. Flash. So all I'm saying is if Tyson, for me, if I'm watching the fight and I want to see the best fight that I can get with my money, I don't want Tyson Fury on the inside like that. I don't want him at his own validity. I want him to stick and move. And then when he finds that time, I want him to throw that bitch with all furious intentions. Put something real stiff on the jab, because I feel like if Tyson Fury is real stiff on that jab and gives AJ that fucking space he needs, keep popping it, fake, pop that bitch, shift, feint it, throw shot, throw heavy hooks to the body, boom, boom, boom. He's going to befuddle AJ. Because, see, this is the area that I haven't seen with Anthony Joshua. I haven't seen Anthony Joshua's ability with another person who is considered to be that finesse boxer. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to, for his tendencies for me, I would like to see Tyson Fury is pretty much, DT3 just put it, I would like to see him stick and move. I would like to see him stick and move, and I would like to see him choose his inside game in spurts. And when he takes it to him on the inside, I would like to see him wrap up and get the fuck out of there. Wrap up, mauling, you know what I'm saying? On some Holyfield shit. Get up out of there, pop that shit again. But, man, like I said, man, it's a lot of rounds unknown. It's a fucking amazing fight, man. I just want to see it happen, man.
Me both, bro. You and both. Like I said, I think it's a fight that both fighters could win. Both fighters got the tools needed to win. I don't see now what will be a shocker if Fury stops Joshua, which would be a shocker or something to see. But I do think Fury has a better chance of beating him on points. I think because Joshua he's not a volume puncher. Fury is a volume puncher. And I do see Joshua possibly getting tired if he's constantly chasing Fury throughout the fight, because we already have seen Anthony Joshua get fatigued in fights. And I think that might play to his negative in the fight, is getting fatigued. And I think if Fury play that card, that could work to Fury's favor. But at the same time, if Fury can't get away from Joshua, because Fury is not going to fight AJ in the trenches. He's not going to do it. He's going to box Joshua. He's going to box him. And I think Joshua's going to have to cut the ring off and use a lot of body work. And I honestly don't think Joshua got the feet, but that remains to be seen. But I don't think he got the feet. I think he got the pop. I think he got the technique. I think he knows how to make proper adjustments, but I just don't think he's going to have the feet and the stamina to keep that pace for the whole 12-round duration of the fight. And I see Tyson Fury at this particular time probably boxing his ears off, boxing him up.
I just don't know, bro, because when people say Anthony Joshua don't have the feet, I seriously and I highly suggest them go back and watch his last two fights. Like,
no, I think he got feet. I'm just saying against Fury.
I understand what you're saying, but for me personally, I don't think Fury is that great of a boxer. I think it's a myth. I don't think he can box. Flat out. I think he can pop a jab. I think he can make it look cute. I think it's the greatest show Barnum and Bailey can put the fuck together. Because it's some circus shit with me. For real. Every time, like, tell me if I'm wrong. How does he win his fights? He wins them shits with weight. in a quick inside knockout. Badoom. Like Fury always puts his weights on niggas and likes to fatigue them. It's been his one saving grace. But you're dealing with a nigga with a lot more leg strength, a lot more core strength that can deal with all that shit. I see Anthony Joshua doing exactly what you're saying. But when Anthony Joshua cuts off the ring, I think people underestimate this guy's speed. I think they underestimate his punch power. My thing is, how does Fury respond when he gets cracked on the chin with a type of straight right that barely that Anthony Joshua pulled for real and put out guys like Alexander Povetkin on his motherfucking ass?
He caught two of them. He caught two of them from Wilder in that second fight, fam. He caught
that
two
wasn't
of
a
them.
big punch to me.
No, he caught three of them. One of them he rolled and it wasn't big, but two of them they landed on him, and Fury kept coming straight.
They landed flush, but Fury had a level of fucking distance where he could use his chin. Now, the one time he fucking hit him, you know what I'm saying? It just turned his fucking head a little bit. But my thing is this: I have never been a proponent to think that that Deontay Wilder hits harder than Anthony Joshua. I've never thought that. I've always thought he's had the hardest punch in the division. Always thought he's had the hardest punch in the division. And my thing is, he punches with more conviction, and he punches the right way. My thing is, like I said, when I've seen this nigga get chin checked by Otto Wall, and he was rocked in the 12th. When I seen this nigga get motherfucking chin checked by goddamn Steve Cunningham, who is a fucking true cruiserweight, he was on his ass. When Anthony Joshua hits you, and this is the thing, Anthony Joshua has rocked elite competition. I want to see how Tyson Fury handles that. What is his facial expression going to be, or how he responds or contends with that? Because that is one realm of the unknown that I would love to see.
I got an even better one for you, dude.
What he gonna do? He gonna wrap his ass up and clinch him. Cause Joshua ain't gonna be able to get away, man. His clinch game is due. Tyson Fury gonna motherfucking goddamn get rocked and lean on Joshua.
That nigga clinch game is motherfucking hot, don't you, though? I swear to God.
It's straight up. It's a bad clinch game, bro.
This nigga clinches, bro. He puts fucking one elbow, he puts one arm in the chest, and he puts the other arm around their head. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like,
look. Let me ask a question though, right? Because one thing I think Joshua is really strong at is his foot placement offensively when he's throwing his combinations, right? But the one of his biggest weaknesses, and I know everybody knows this, he cock and loads his jab, right? Like a shotgun, like you bring it up to the shoulder, right? But then he reloads it down to his hip. If you even watch Pulev, where he dominated the fight, the one thing Pulev was able to do was step in when that jab was done. When Ruiz beat him in the first fight, he stepped off the jab. When the jab came in, he stepped in and he got inside the pocket. That could be the major flaw for Joshua with Fury, because, like you say, if Fury can't box, it's cool. But he can clinch, and he's a fat fucker, right? So if he steps in and gets on top of him, he don't need to box him. If he can exhaust him and lean on him and bend his neck back on the ropes and shit like that.
That's Fury. Look, man, like I say, man, if the bitch ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Tyson Fury, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go in that junk, lean on him, maul him, be as your father said. You ain't no Chisel Adonis. You a big, burly motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Go in that junk, be a bear. Get your maul game on and exhaust this nigga and take this nigga in the trenches. That's how I feel like you gotta do him. You gotta motherfucker put the fear of God and all of your weight on this man and have this nigga fucking sitting fucking chin to titty looking exhausted.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we gonna know.
You know how they say, real quick, boom. You know how they say Fury fights down to the level of his competition. I'm gonna just say Fury fights to the level of his competition.
I hate that statement, man.
I think with Fury, we're gonna see how he gonna respond based on how he gonna do if he get hurt. Because Joshua's hurt everybody he's been in there with. And depending on how Fury take that first initial punch, because Joshua gonna touch him. He gonna touch him somewhere, whether it's to the body, it's to the head. He's gonna touch him somewhere, and it's all gonna be the telltale of how the fight's gonna go. Is how is Fury gonna respond once Anthony Joshua touches him? Once he starts hitting him, how is he gonna respond to it?
That's exactly my point. And here's another thing, man. Listen, man, people underestimate, you know what I'm saying, Kubrat Pulev's, you know what I'm saying, basic, you know what I'm saying, European ability to box. And Anthony Joshua just went in that motherfucker and just dismantled this individual. He didn't stand a
No.
motherfucking chance. It was like a mouse you just throw in there with a fucking panther or something, and this nigga ain't ate in like 6 weeks or some shit like that, and he just sitting there just gnawing on this nigga like.
2 hands.
What's good, brother?
Can you share something below that I want to show, right? Because people need to remember, Tyson Fury's inside pocket game, especially offensively, is so damn good. Once you share it, I'll bring it up on screen.
Okay.
But Boom, why 2 hands doing that? Check this out, Boom. If you want one example of how Fury's going to respond after he get hurt, don't forget about when his eyes was rolled back of his head for about 3 seconds. He got up off the canvas and popped the shit out of Wilder to keep him from stopping him. That's one example of how a man will respond after he's severely hurt. Because I think everybody can agree he was severely hurt when he went down with Wilder and he got back up and popped the shit out of him.
I think that was a little bit of a flash sleep. When you get that fucking hard, you don't even feel the pain. He got hit right in his equilibrium. That motherfucker went down. He was out, and then he realized, oh shit, I'm in a fight. Let me get my ass up. I think he laid on his back. Oh no. You absolutely right. But here's the thing though, D. There's the fucking punch that rattles your fucking equilibrium. You can't move. You get the dizzy legs, the Josh Warrington type of punch that he took. You know, dizzy or the wrestling providing the call, Tim Bradley kind of punch that he took where he just throwing combinations and shit, dizzy as fuck. Like you can get hit with that type of punch out on his feet, or you can get hit with the punch that knocks you on your ass, and you just like, how the fuck did I get here? Get back up and get back to it. I think that's how Tyson Fury got hit. He got outed on his feet. Like, he was outed, boom. It shut his lights out real quick. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. When he realized he's in the position he's in, he kind of sat there, laid, popped his eyes open, hopped right back up, and got right back to him. We got to remember, Tyson Fury fucking hurt Deontay Wilder in that 12th and proceeded to stay on the front foot. So that's what I'm saying. There are different levels when you get knocked out. Man, I done been hit one time. I got hit so hard one time by this nigga in my neighborhood. Man, dog, that shit spun me around for a minute. Like, I literally, my head, like, I was in the same spot, but my whole head was spinning. Like, my equilibrium was so motherfucking shot. I said, oh shit, if this nigga jump on me, I'm through. You know what I'm saying? So I had to back up. Luckily, I was on the basketball court, get my shit together. But then I done been hit with punches that, you know what I'm saying? You just don't feel them. You know, so and it's just a flash shit. So
I got that screen loaded up.
Where's that? In the
It should be where you add people.
Trying to join the,
okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he got, okay, I'm going to give y'all a second one then, all right? The 2 goddamn rabbit punches behind the head when he knocked him down the first time. That shit got to hurt too. That's another response of the motherfucker being hurt. I'm just saying, he gave us an example. I mean, we could call it, the man gave us an example.
So straight up, if you're telling me he don't have a fucking chin, bro, this shot took Wilder's soul. That shot took Wilder's soul, bro, right? That's the same shot that took Wilder's soul.
Excellent technique.
Look at that. That's a perfect uppercut, bro.
Reaper Gang Radio. We do boxing technique.
This nigga done hit his.
Tell me that's not a perfect uppercut, bro.
Oh my God, that shit! Look at how he telegraphed it.
Right on the eye, bro. Right
straight down the pipe. Nasal spray.
It's in my pocket.
Damn that. The hell,
shit, man. Oh my God, that was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, that was priceless. Yeah, well, man, my man.
Hold on 1 second. My bad, yo. 1-2 Kid, salute, man. My nigga 1-2 Kid in the building. Like, yo, we just been cooking. My fucking bad, my G. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? And everything that you do, man. Glad to have you in here, man. Like, really though, man. What you think about all this shit we talk about, dog?
Let me tell you something, yeah? AJ's nothing but a dosser. The closest thing to being a champion is sharing the ring with me, the Gypsy King. I'm from a long line of fighters, yeah? If you're not feeling me, it don't matter because I feel myself 7 times a day.
Not bad.
Masturbation game strong.
That's not a bad impression at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But you don't talk like that no more. He don't talk like that no more.
Oh
Fury,
my
Fury
God.
gonna beat up Joshua. Y'all remember?
Marty
I said,
Machine.
what's up, Mark? He gonna beat him up.
I'm going to beat up the Dossa.
He's
big
gonna
bones
go out
Dossa.
there. He's gonna work that Dossa.
I'm going to
Man,
work that
all I gotta
Dossa.
say is this. All I gotta say is this. We knocking. All I gotta say is this. When it come down to the fight, AJ knocking flapjacks off a waist. Hold the syrup.
I think it's a fantastic matchup. I think it's a fantastic matchup, man.
Yeah,
I think they both got their attributes. I think it's the 50-50. If I had to put money on it, I'd probably bet on Tyson Fury just because of the somewhat of the skill set, because of how limber he is and how he moves in the ring might benefit him. But then at the same time, when it comes to fast twitch, AJ got him. You know what I mean? So, and he's got power too. So it's a hell of a fight, man, for Undisputed. It's a treat for all boxing fans, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's actually the truth. It's a damn fucking treat. It's
fight.
a damn treat if this happens. Look, if this happens for 4-belt Undisputed, 21 years have gone by, boys. It could be, if they fight in late November, it'd be 22 years. Keep that in mind. 22 years in this Undisputed.
Man, we got a chance to have 3 4-belt undisputed matches, and they looking good. Josh Taylor. Well, I
Can you feel it? Can you feel the heavyweight power?
Tyson Fury, Joshua, Ramirez, and Taylor, and I don't care what nobody say. PBC gonna figure out a way to get Castaño in there with Jamel. Man, we getting all 3 of those this year. I'm telling you, I got a good feeling.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Shout out to my nigga Troy Graham. We got a nigga with his Metamucil and water in the building. We got
Troy that shed the last supper with Christ.
Yeah, we got the old head in the building. Shout out to all my wheelchair rollers.
I'm telling you,
retirement home gang is in the building.
Troy
I had to get you back, motherfucker.
Troy a vampire. He been around for ages. That motherfucker old as dust.
I swear to God, you gotta find that nigga somewhere back in carbon dating. That nigga birth certificate is somewhere stored in fucking carbon dating. Dinosaurs, fucking pterodactyls, sea creatures, crustaceous period.
There's so many jokes on this. His first, the Big Bang. That was Troy's first time having sex, bro.
Wow.
This motherfucker's prom team was fire, bro.
That man said the Big Bang. God damn.
Bro, his fucking prom team was fire, bro.
Shout out to my grandpa.
There's a Cretaceous line for that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Troy was the conductor on the Freedom trains. Troy Graham in the
Troy
building.
sat on that bus, and he didn't budge. The movement was strong. All right, man, that's enough for him, Troy. He always try to get a little spicy with me every time he pull up. So it's only right that I hit him back. Hopefully he's been perfecting, his comedic vernacular, because what I'm saying, it's a little shaky. It's just a little shaky, but that's what you expect the guy, what I'm saying, that was born, when dinosaurs are flying around, land for a time, little thumper, what's the other little Petrie and all the other dinosaurs and shit.
Little Bigfoot, bro. Little foot.
Hey, Pops. Hey, look. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Grandpops Troy Graham, aka Pops. It's my love going bang, bang, bang. But this is the deal. You ain't been paying your child support, my nigga. I miss Nike days. I miss being fresh going to school on the first day. You weren't there to pitch the ball to me so I can hit the home run and say, Dad, I love you.
Deadbeat daddy. That's what you are.
You goddamn deadbeat. I've been searching for you. I can't find you in fucking emails, AOL, dial up. I can't find you. Man, shit, I had to send a goddamn pigeon. He came back confused.
the fucking pension.
Shout out TG, the grandfather.
Hell no.
Had to make do with sugar cane icing on my birthday, man.
You have to write him a letter.
I had to write him a letter. I said, Dad, you're the reason why I'm a failure. You're the reason why I ain't amount to nothing. You're the reason why, we didn't have no AC in the house. And in the summer, we was hot. We was sweating. You're the reason why I stood outside with my backpack on the driveway and I shed plenty gangster tears. I repeat, they were gangster tears, though. Tears of a gangster. All right, enough on Troy. But yeah, man, that was good, man.
So, hey, let's cook on this a little bit. We was cooking on this on Boom channel, but I wanted to get your thoughts on it, Two Hands, and everybody else too. Now that Masayoshi Nakatani came back and beat Felix Verdejo, and Richard Comey came back and beat Jackson Marinas. And this is after Young Teofimo went through Nakatani, Comey, then Lomachenko. Does this not raise the stock of what it is Teofimo actually did?
Oh, whoa! Did I not just do? Didn't I do this shit like 2 or 3 weeks ago? Didn't we do this shit like 2 or 3 weeks ago? Didn't I say put some respect on the kid's name? God damn it! So yeah, I concur with you. I agree. There needs to be some respect put on the kid's name. Bob only wants to give guy 1.2 million to fight Kambosos. Yeah. He's ready to pack up and leave. Hey man, Matchroom's always there for you. The Zone's always there for you. Hey, come on over. Come on over.
I mean, he did fight these dudes back to back. I mean, he fought Nakatani, beat him, and everybody said how he struggled with Nakatani, talked bad about him. Even I had a couple negative comments to say about him pertaining to that fight. Then after he beats Nakatani, he fights Comey, knocks him the fuck out. And then after Comey, he fights arguably the number 1 pound for pound guy in the Vasily Lomachenko. I mean, back to back to back. And I mean, dude.
But here's the deal, though, with that problem, boom, with the Masayoshi Nakatani versus fucking Teofimo Lopez fight. I seriously, with every ounce of me, had a problem with how people thought that kid performed in that fight. Do you realize that was the first time he had to deal with those type of dimensions? People underestimated what type of fighter Masayoshi Nakatani is. He still fought a fucking perfect fight. Now, see, this is a big problem with a lot of fucking fight fans. They believe if there is no knockout, then it isn't a great performance. And that is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than the bullshit Devin Haney gets with fucking Gamboa, but he was touching fucking Tank up all fucking night, and Tank still went fucking 12 with him before he got the knockout with like 9 seconds left. And I had to fucking make the point. Would you rather see a person pitch a 12-round fucking shutout with fucking 0 wrinkles, or see a guy get fucking touched up, exhausted, exposed, just because he knocked the dude out a couple times? You praise that more? Nah. We gotta, as a coach, we gotta go back to the drawing board and fix a lot of shit when it comes to that. But when we look at Devin Haney, ain't shit to fix when it came to that performance. So I'm just saying, just like there wasn't shit to fix when it came to Teofimo's performance. He had a great fucking performance against a very fucking good game-bred fighter that fucking lives his life kamikaze. He ready to die in the ring. That's what people don't understand about Japanese honor. Niggas is samurais. They ready to die for that shit. And everybody criticized this young man for going out there and pitching a fucking shutout. It's stupid to me. So we just going to forgo the fucking sweet science to be a bunch of punch-drunk idiots to just walk forward and just try to get knockouts to please who? To please y'all dumb motherfuckers? Fuck out of here.
And how much more could he please people be? I mean, how much more could he please people with those 3 fights back to back and then be the most underpaid guy out of all the hot commodities at 135? That's ridiculous.
That's a problem.
Yeah, because they praising all the wrong shit. Who cares how many Twitter followers he had? This man really putting in the work and putting on a show for you for what? Peanuts.
Reach.
Peanuts. Pennies. And in fact, for straight pennies. And I'm talking about a penny with a hole in it with some lint on the side. This is the problem. It's a lot of proven guys in the fucking division that don't get they fucking just due. And then there's a lot of guys that ain't proved shit in the fucking division that they live in this fucking bubble of fucking illusion. Don't get me started on fucking Deontay Wilder 2.0, Mr. fucking Jamal Charlo, talking about this motherfucker got to take a COVID test to fucking fight him, and he ain't fighting nobody under the age of fucking 26. What type of crack is this motherfucking deluded bitch smoking? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a problem with certain stances people be taking because a fighter like Teofimo, who is clearly made his bones. You tell me one fucking fighter at 135 that has the resume that this kid has.
Don't know nobody.
Yeah, and gets paid like, cause see, that's the thing. Bob Arum is an old school promoter, man. He's an old school promoter. He's gonna if he don't have to pay for it, he's gonna do everything to not pay for it.
Yeah.
And that's the harsh reality of it. He's gonna look at individuals of what they worth because he has a stable of of all the top elite fighters, not the cappers, the ones that's really ready to get busy. From Naoya Inoue to Josh Taylor to fucking Teofimo Lopez to Terrence Crawford. Oh, that's a Fab Four. But you want to know what he don't give a fuck about? Man, there's another one right down the street. And that's sad, unfortunately. It truly is, because the fighters on his side of the street, they truly perform and they're not getting paid like it. I can't speak for Inoue. I can't speak for Josh Taylor and what's going on with them. But as for what's going on with Teofimo Lopez right now, this shit ain't it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think, now let's look at the flip side of it too, because it's a whole lot of bullshit being said about Devin Haney as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and now I just was getting somebody straight on this. It's not really the fact that Devin Haney don't want the smoke with Teofimo, more or less Teofimo not wanting to smoke with Devin Haney. They right now, bro, money ain't feasible for none of them. When Teofimo pulled up on Eddie Hearn in the hallway and said he want 10 million, Eddie's first response was, well, we could do that, but let me ask you this, right? Now, really, the argument, guys, is like 5 million. That's half of what he ran up on him in the hallway with. So if it's that easy, why is this fight not happening? Because they can't really afford it right now. Those guys together, like, I can be as big on Teofimo as I want, and Haney fans can be as big on him as they want. And yeah, people want to see the fight, but does it sell? Because that's the question. Does it sell? It sells to us, the hardcore fans, but does that fight sell?
That's a good question, but see, here's my thing. I think that the business model needs to change a little bit, considering the time that we're living in and what's going on. If we have a minimal fan base filling out these fucking arenas, if they keep wanting to put them in these small arenas, I'm sorry, but we have to move the stadiums, and we need to move the college stadiums in America, because college stadiums in America have the capacity of no less than fucking 90,000. I think the smallest might be like 88,000 or something like that. The smallest fucking Division I college stadium seating. So why not fucking put these fucking fights in colleges, still stretching them out where we can still get 16,000 seats? But I would say bring down the fucking pay-per-view number to about half of what the PBC does. If it's usually at $90 to $100, I'd say bring it down to $45, $50, and a great fight like that is gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta understand, man. There are ways to go around fucking certain shit, but still, it's money that needs to go behind it. I just think that there's a fucking solution for everything, and if I could think like this and be sound about it and still try to find my own solution, it's like, yo, when you've got fucking big fights on the cusp, why can't you? Because I wouldn't be trying to sit on this shit, regardless of whatever. If everybody's got to sit still right now, I'd be trying to bring the best fights and the most active fights that we possibly could bring. Throw the motherfuckers all over TV broadcasting, because right now you have the time to gain the attention of the fans. But a fight like that, you could grab niggas and could sell, but you just got to change your business model a little bit. I feel like, man, college motherfucking stadiums right now would be the go-to for me, because you could still, out of 100,000 seats in fucking in Ohio State or Michigan or wherever the case may be, USC, you name it, all of these nice fucking schools, even down to the NFL stadiums. You tell me you still can't fit 16 to 20,000 motherfuckers in that joint, spread them out and have them going crazy and still get your gate?
It's a fact. Yeah. And even if it ain't on pay-per-view, man, you could get sponsors, man. People at home, it's the perfect time to promote yourself. They watching television.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, even in that case, you know, I think the money's there. They just not really trying to do it. And as for the promoters, they're not promoting, man. They're not promoting the way that they're supposed to. And that's what they're getting paid for. You get 15% of the profit and you ain't even doing your job. Talk about this guy don't sell. Well, then do your fucking job.
Do your fucking job.
Facts.
I'm starting to feel like this is office space and I'm the disgruntled employee and I'm about to play with the stapler, and I'm about to go outside and I'm about to smash the fucking printer too. Flustered. Man, but look, man, all in all, man, I don't believe in problems. I only believe in solutions. I don't. And I feel like wherever there's a problem, there's always a solution. But I feel like people got to be more willing to motherfucking look in different fucking avenues and stop stonewalling shit. Like, I think, you know what I'm saying? Where motherfuckers act like that ain't money, man, motherfuckers got a lot of motherfucking money to still throw around. Like, and I've been hearing the talks about the dollars that's been spent. So don't tell me you can't motherfucking put a fucking fight together and motherfucking make this shit work. Like, for real. Like, what was the fight that was in Toledo? I believe it was, set in the middle of the motherfucking street. They set off 4 blocks. I believe that might have been Jessica McCaskill and that was McCaskill. Yeah, McCaskill and Breakers. Like, that shit was smack in the middle of the freaking street and all. They can come up and do stuff like that. So I'm just saying, why can't you add a little bit more creativity and put that same type of energy into the fucking top fighters you have on your stable? Simple as that, man. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, man, I got to get ready to go up here, make something to eat, man. This has been a fucking great conversation. We back at it tomorrow, 8:30, man. Everybody pull up, man. Like to get everybody's thoughts before we roll out, man. As always, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind, man.
2 hands salute, man.
Salute, my brother. I'm glad to have you, Timmy, man. It was really good to have you pull up, man.
My brother, salute, man.
Salute,
Thanks
brother.
for having me. 2 hands, I appreciate
Always, 1, 2. Always.
Well, you already know I always love to come up here and chop it up. You be on that realness all the time, 100%, every day. Reaper Gang Radio, motherfuckers. But look, check it out, man. All y'all haters, get off. Not you, 2 hands. Get off
I know.
Tyson Fury and Teofimo's ball sack. Fighters of the year, goddammit. And they gonna keep doing good. And for everybody who don't think so, Tyson Fury gonna beat up Joshua. You know why? Because there's only one Tyson Fury.
Hey, look, man. At the end of the day, man, y'all just go ahead. Don't worry about D. He got a little Tourette's over there. Sometimes he just spats out some real crazy shit. They don't let that Tyson Fury shit hang on your mind. Just go ahead and just let it go on one end, not the other. As always, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. This is a Reaper Gang Radio Box and Interlude. Everybody, peace, blessings. Have a great fucking day. Salute.
Peace.